Hello. I am your honorable mayor. I am here to educate you.
Educate me. I have met with your chief who had the same mission.
Yes, he told me you hate cops.
This is not the beginning I anticipated. Nevertheless, let's begin.
Cool. Let her rip.
Okay then. I am aware that you are proposing the biggest tax hike in Kenner history.
That's me, babe. Like Ronald Reagan, I am a history maker.
But Ronald Reagan was a staunch Republican conservative.
Like me. Did you not hear me quote him each time I speak? That makes me a conservative. Oh, is this about that bad girl thing? That was not my idea. I would prefer the Jersey Shore girls come instead.
I meant fiscally conservative. What raunchy shows you watch is of no moment. Kenner is in a crisis. My question is about the Kenner tax hike.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Sir, I am beginning to feel like you don't want to answer my question. Please explain the tax increase.
Have you seen my slideshow? It is very good. It explains everything. I had several members of my staff work on it 4 days instead of doing their real work and checking NOLA for me.
Is that not inappropriate?
Not really. We only manipulated a few of the numbers to make the city look desperate.
Look, you are here to answer the question. Please exchange the tax proposal.
As Ronald Reagan would say.
No, sir. I am sorry to interrupt you, but enough with the quotes that you say but clearly haven't read. Explain the tax increase.
You have backed me into a corner. I have no choice. They told me not to go off script, but you have stumped me. I must make a call to my confidant, Edmund. Okay, he said sales revenues are down because of Phil Capitano.
But sir, you are aware that sales revenues are up not just in the parish, but in the city as well.
Do I have to answer that?
And you are aware that this does not include Target, which surely you anticipate will bring many more sales dollars to Kenner.
Who knows? I don't shop there. Edmund told me not to because his wife could not return her formal dress at Macy's. He had to go to Lakeside. I don't mind. They have a cooler food court and arcade. I love classic Pac-Man.
Sir, back on point. Since the sales tax is not the real issue, why are you proposing to over double our property tax?
Let me make another call. Okay, Edmund says that we have no rainy day funds because of Phil Capitano.
This is not about Phil Capitano, but since you keep bringing him up, didn't he leave city in good financial shape with millions in the bank? Where did that money go?
Do I have to answer that? Edmund might get mad if I accidentally told you about his making a big fancy office and a fancy crapper that cost tens of thousands. Whoa, that would be embarrassing.
Was it all really spent to fix his crapper?
Lady, get for real. Of course not. He is not wasteful. We also had a bunch of friends that needed high-paying jobs with fancy perks.
You seem to blame Edmund for an awful lot, but weren't you the CEO of Kenner?
Hey, wait a minute. Let's be clear here. I blame Phil Capitano. Blaming Edmund for spending millions, well, that's just silly.
Never mind. But since you brought up the fancy perks, let's talk about the executive pay plan. Why did you wait so long to stop these perks?
Whoa there, Missy. Despite my immense legal training, I wanted the Attorney General's opinion. My city attorneys said to wait.
But you are aware that they were on the plan. Did you expect them to say anything different?
Look, lady. I was a very successful paralegal. I even got a car allowance.
A paralegal? Seriously?
Well, I admit it was a short gig. I moved to a real job to help build my political resume.
Okay, I am growing tired. From your career to Edmund's crapper. Will you please just answer the question? Why do we need to double our taxes?
Hold on, let me call Edmund. Okay, he said that our police are underfunded because of Phil Capitano.
But in my interview with the chief, he said that the city council has always approved his budget, no questions asked.
He warned me. You hate cops.
I don't hate cops. I hate wasteful spending. Why are we hiring more policemen when crime is going down and the population is decreasing? It seems we are doing a good job already without doubling his budget.
Did he show you his gun?
I'm choosing to ignore you. He receives more and more money each year yet has not given our men raises. How do you explain his need for more money?
I cannot just explain everything, Missy. It was not in the rehearsed script. I have to just say that they are underfunded. What do you care? It only affects the rich people, and those cheap shoes tell me you are not one of them. I have a thing for shoes.
Just like the chief, you have no reason. As for the rich, what makes you think it only affects them?
They own the land. The poor folks get the homestead exemption or live in apartments and do not pay squat. They are broke as jokes and pay no tax. You do the math.
I have done the math. The rich who own the property will only pass that down to the tenants. It is basic economics. At the end of the day, a single mom in an apartment will have to move. It does affect poor people.
What are you trying to say? Are you calling me a racist? I do not think so. I even voted to change the old Miss mascot online.
What in the? I have no idea what you are talking about. I have sat here for a long time and still have no answer to why you need to over double our taxes.
Are you kidding? I have answered that question in as many ways as my script told me to in an effort to provide you with no clear answers.
Obviously. Let me ask you just one more question before I begin searching the classifieds for a new home across the lake. Are you going to make the tough decisions, or are you going to continue to pass on the problems to our citizens and our businesses?
Oh good, an easy question. I am going to push to raise taxes. Hectares, ha! You thought you could stump me.
Clearly you have it all under control. Let me leave you with the Ronald Reagan quote. No one has ever taxed themselves into prosperity. My decision has not changed. I am not voting no to the tax increase. I am voting hell no.